And with that, we reached the last quarterfinal. We've had 28 contestants already. These are the last four contestants, out of which two will reach the finals. It's a great mix. Let me call each contestant one by one. The first contestant is a past winner of QVizzing With The Comedians. Very few people have actually gone on to win the tournament. So what else do we say about him? Forever, Bookie's favorite again in this edition, Ashish Shakya.
Okay, my camera's doing that thing again. Hang on. Back to
Back
normal.
Back to normal. Yeah, talking about like contestants who've been here before and talking about Bookies, the cutest contestant. I don't know, I got a few messages that said the cutest contestant in QVizzing With The Comedians. Give it up for Chirayu.
I am just past present. कोई विनर नहीं, कुछ नहीं. मैं डिंपल भी देखा.
Silly, cute. Okay, with that we go to someone in with us for last many editions. He was finalist, I think, in the third general edition. Give it up for Nihal Parashar.
Hello.
Oh, ये क्या खूबसूरत set with depth and art और setting और period design. ये क्या है, सब नितिन देसाई का बनाया हुआ set, एकदम क्या चल रहा है.
नहीं मैं किसी सेट से नहीं हूँ, मैं अपने घर से ही हूँ.
Oh man, Nihal, what a nice house. That's
yeah,
so pretty.
I live in Mud Island यार. वहाँ पे भी घर अच्छा नहीं होगा तो कहाँ होगा?
हाँ, नहीं बहुत सुंदर है. तेरे घर में सीढ़ी है, मतलब एक बार फ्लोर है. तू पागल है या ये सब मैंने बैंगलोर और दिल्ली में देखा है. क्या कर रहा है तू? Oh no. Why are you here? You won at time. Why are you on this fucking thing?
नहीं तो मेरा तो तीसरे माले पे है, तो मैं जीतना चाहिए.
Okay. From Tisra Mala, we go to 31st floor. Someone who was the finalist in movies edition, semi-finalist in general earlier, back here in general edition. Give it up for Smritika Panigri.
Hello, friends. Hello.
Welcome. Cool. Okay. Let's start with Ashish. Ashish, you need to identify two cricketers here. Okay. X's father, who is a professor in the civil engineering department at National Institute of Technology, Surathkal, NIT Surathkal, happened to be a college level cricketer himself. He used to idol worship Y and decided to name his son X after Y's son. However, he mistook the first name of Y's son, thus making the story quite confusing. Like he named something similar to his son, but not really the same. Okay. Although just like Y, another connection between X and Y is that both went on to captain the Indian team. I've also given the timeline of the two cricketers, just in case that helps. Identify the two cricketers. First, X is 2014 to present, so an active cricketer, and Y is 1971 to 87.
You know, cricket is obviously my expertise. If you were to contact a 10-year-old Ashish Shakya from the years 1995 to about 2002, मेरे को सब आता था, सब. मैं कुंबले का ब्लड प्रेशर याद था मेरे को. ब्लड तो अभी मुझे सोचना पड़ेगा थोड़ा. Let me try and do some deduction. Like I don't 100% don't know who our captains are right now across formats. So I'm a little stupid. So hang on. And Y is also an Indian cricketer.
Yeah. Both of these.
Okay, so my best guess would be Y is Sunil Gavaskar.
Okay.
And X logically in my brain, if this is Y is Sunil, then X would probably be Rohit Sharma.
So Sunil Gavaskar and Rohit Sharma. Giving you points for Sunil Gavaskar. That is correct. Y is Sunil Gavaskar. I'm going to Chirayu only for X.
मैं 2013 तक ही क्रिकेट देखा था, so अजिंक्य रहाणे.
Not Ajinkya Rahane. Nihal.
Pass.
Nihal bypasses. We go to Smritika.
I was asking if 2014 when he started, is it international or is it first class, or does that not matter?
No.
Okay.
International debut 2014.
And that question was relevant for an answer I had, but that's not the answer anymore. So, and I can't think of. I'll pass. No.
Okay, cool. So I'm giving some points to Ashish for Y. We'll take one more round for only X. So you're looking at a current Indian cricketer. Now, the hint that you can see in the question is that this guy, his father idolized Gavaskar. So Gavaskar, he wanted to name him after Gavaskar's son, which is Rohan Gavaskar, but he got confused and named him something similar to Rohan, but not really Rohan. Okay. And then the other hint I would give is, and also Karnataka is a hint. So his father works at Suratkal. So this guy represents Karnataka. Last hint is that his first name is actually Kannur, if that helps.
Okay, got it.
Okay, we'll start whenever Ashish is ready.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
Is it KL Rahul?
KL Rahul, that is correct. He didn't name him Rohan, he named him. And,
Rahul, now to Sunaga. Actually, I thought it was Rohan. Shit.
It's Kannur Lokesh Rahul, KL Rahul. Ashish got both Y and X, but X came after the hint. So 7 there for 7.5 actually.
Yes.
7.5 to Ashish for KL Rahul and Sunil Gavaskar. Okay, going to Chirayu now for a 2-word answer. Okay, filling the blanks with these 2 words. Jesus shares this parable of the dash dash with his disciples. Okay, in the story, a father has 2 sons. The younger son asks for his portion of inheritance from his father, who grants the request. This son, however, squanders his fortune and eventually becomes destitute. As a consequence, he returns home and begs his father to accept him back. To the son's surprise, he is not scorned by his father, but is welcomed back with celebration. Envious, the older son refuses to participate in the festivities. The father tells the older son, "You are ever with me, and all that I have is yours. But thy younger brother was lost, and now he's found." Okay. Filling the blank with 2-word answer. What is this parable called? What are we talking about? Parable of the dash dash.
Raichand का परिवार.
या तो KL Rahul. No idea. Pass.
Chirayu passes. We go to Nihal.
जल्दी क्यों पास कर दिया चिरायु?
मैं जस्ट यहाँ आज मैं आंसर्स लिखने आया हूँ डायरी में इसलिए लाया.
Nice.
Yeah, KV, have you noticed this quiz? Everyone has a diary. Everyone is writing, unlike the previous editions. Man, it's a culture that you're spreading, KV.
Parable of the Paradise Lost.
Not Paradise Lost. Going to Smritika.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Father, Son, and no. Going back to Ashish.
This is Prodigal Son.
Prodigal Son. That is correct. Return of the Prodigal Son. Ashish gets 10 points. Prodigal Son. Okay, going back to Chirayu. Chirayu, we are talking about a place in the US. Brevard County is located in the US state of Florida. It is located along the East Florida coast and bordered by the Atlantic Ocean. Brevard County is also known as the Space Coast because it is home to Cape Canaveral and Kennedy Space Center, from which the US has launched space missions since the early 1960s. Okay, keeping this fact in mind, keeping the fact that this place is where, you know, Kennedy Space Center is, and like Space Coast, etc., 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 space missions are launched. Guess the 3-digit telephone area code of the county. Okay. So it's not like any random 3-digit code. It is something to do with the fact that this place has all these things.
I'm just taking a guess that is it like 091 related to area 091?
No, going to Nihal.
इसको एक मिनट. Is it 123?
Not 123. Sophie.
Is it 051?
051. No. Going to Ashish.
It is I think it is 321.
Yes, 3-2-1 liftoff.
Countdown.
Correct. Countdown. 3-2-1. 3-2-1 liftoff. Beautiful crack. 10 points to Ashish. It is 3-2-1, and that's the code for this place. Okay, Ashish gets 10 points. We come back to Chirayu for an internet question, in the sense that something related to social media and like slangs that we use on internet, kind of phrases that we use. Okay, so this is a phrase whose origin lies in Twitter. The earliest known user of the phrase was posted by a Twitter user called @finfairy on December 31st, 2017. Okay, he responded to a tweet by human rights activist Malala with the phrase, which you need to give me. Very soon, it became a popular phrase to use in similar incidents among Gen Z. Okay, what is the phrase? Now let's look at the origin. Okay, on certain day, Malala tweeted 2017 Heart, UN Messenger of Peace, Canadian honorary citizenship, A-level exams. So he retweeted and said something. Okay, and that something has now become a phrase that people use online for similar situations. What phrase are we
से
talking
गोली मारे, लड़की का माल है, आँखियों से गोली मारे.
Is it goat? GOAT.
Oh, goat? No, not goat. Going to Nihal.
Pass.
Nihal bypasses. We go to Smritika.
Similar incidents. What's the incident?
Incident or situation, basically. Used in similar situation.
Okay. Is it New Year, New Me?
Not New Year, New Me. Ashish.
Phrase is तो मैं क्या नाचूं? नहीं. Phrase. I think it is humble brag.
Not humble brag. Okay. Essentially, when this is the phrase that you use on internet when people, like Ashish said, when people brag, but they brag about not necessarily like they brag about something unusual, something bizarre, something.
Ah man, that was my second guess. Yeah.
So this is a 4-word phrase that I am looking at. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, तूने पहले वाले में number of words नहीं बताया था ना? Or did I miss something?
नहीं बताया था, नहीं बताया.
Okay, no, okay. Then it's
नहीं
fine.
बताया.
I thought I missed it.
अभी I'm adding that as a hint.
Yeah,
that I'm looking at a 4-word answer starting whenever Chirayu is ready.
Is it YOLO? You live
Not
only
YOLO.
once. मैं मलाला से guess कर रहा था.
Nihal.
Malala lived twice, bro. She's your.
अभी जिंदा. She is living.
नहीं, pass.
Nihal passes. We go to Sophie.
I have no clue at all. I'll say something. Too glam to give a damn.
Too glam to give a damn.
That's my answer.
Okay. Going
Malala,
to Ashish.
glam.
I think it's a weird flex, but okay.
Yes, that is correct. It is weird flex, but okay. That's the phrase we were looking for. That the origin lies in this tweet. Weird flex, but okay.
But ये तो weird flex है भी नहीं है, बहुत अच्छा flex है.
First used and
then it became like
Yeah. Okay. Ashish gets 5 points. This will be Chirayu's direct. Chirayu talking about a particular song called Jaat Kahan Ho. Okay. The producer of the album, Timothy Ferris, wrote, "One of my favorite musical transitions comes when flowing stream ends and we are transported quick as a courtesy across the Himalayas to the north of India and from the sound of one musical genius, Kwan Ping Hu, to another, Sushri Kesar by Kerkar." The song mentioned here by Timothy is an Indian song, Jaat Kahan Ho. What unique distinction did this song achieve in the year 1977, courtesy a NASA-appointed committee chaired by Carl Sagan? So there was a NASA-appointed committee. Chairman was Carl Sagan in 1977. Related to that committee, this song, Jaat Kahan Ho, is an Indian song that achieved something unique. Okay, what do you think is the achievement of this song?
Pass.
Chirayu passes. We go to Nihal.
Pass.
Nihal passes. Smritika.
Okay. Was this song a part of the playlist that went on the Apollo 13 or something?
Okay, if no one gives a better answer, I'll come back to you. Ashish.
Was this on the Golden Record?
Yes, that is correct.
Is it the only Indian song? Yeah.
Only Indian track in the Golden Record on the Voyager.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the only Indian track included in Golden Record on the Voyager. Jaat kahan ho. Okay, 10 points there to Ashish, and we come back to Chirayu.
हमको ये रूल चेंज करना चाहिए.
Okay, Chirayu, promulgated by the American attorney and author Mike Godwin in 1990. This is a theory that Mike Godwin sort of proposed in 1990, known as Godwin's law. Godwin's law originally referred specifically to Usenet, Usenet newsgroup discussion, but now it's like people use it for anything on internet. Godwin's law is an internet adage asserting that as an online discussion grows longer, okay, regardless of topic or scope, the probability of a comparison involving X approaches. What is X? Essentially, what Godwin said is that internet pe any discussion, okay, as that discussion grows, okay, the probability that there will be a comparison involving X, that probability keeps increasing. Okay. So what is this law? What is X?
Irrelevant topics.
Irrelevant topics? No. Going to Nihal.
Probability of comparison involving Nazi or Hitler approaches.
Beautiful answer. That is correct. 10 points there to Nihal bhai. That is what Godwin's law is. That as the more like length of an internet discussion increases, probability of some sort of a reference to Nazi or Hitler or something will definitely come. Okay, cool. 10 points.
As
there.
proved by this quiz where we are now discussing Hitler. It didn't take very long to get here.
मेरा आंसर वैसे सही था, ऐसा 10 में से 3-4 पॉइंट.
अब इसका आंसर होना चाहिए था प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ मोरॉन्स. मेरा पहला है, मैंने सोचा बोलूं, लेकिन आप कई बार तुरंत मान लेंगे कि यही इनका फाइनल आंसर है, इसीलिए मैंने पहले नहीं बोला.
Cool. Okay. First point. It's first time next direct is not coming to Chirayu. Okay. Chirayu.
Yay.
Okay. This is Sophie's direct. Nihal got 10 on Godwin's law. Sophie, Koji Kondo is a Japanese music composer, pianist, and music director who works for Y. He's best known for his involvement in numerous contributions in X, among others produced by the company. Okay, so X is one of the things that this company has made. Kondo was hired by Y in 1984. Y is the company. Okay, becoming the first person hired by this company to specialize in musical composition for video games. Okay. Shortly after, Kondo was assigned as the sound designer on the 1985 game X. His work on X, especially the overworld musical theme, has often been cited as among the most memorable music in video games. Okay, so I want two things from you. What music, or like for what video game did Koji Kondo create the music for, and why is the company that created that video game?
Sorry, can you just, before anybody answers, what is overworld musical theme? What is overworld?
That musical theme, like that video game has more than one musical piece, so to speak. There are different themes. They have a thing called overworld musical theme, which is the most popular. Like it's the theme music of that video game.
Okay.
Man, I am going to say the only two things I know which may fit the timeline. I want to say Super Mario and Nintendo.
Yeah, perfect answer. That is correct. Super Mario and Nintendo. So he was working for Nintendo. In fact, one of the first people hired to create game, like music, especially for games. And he created the famous Super Mario theme, which is one of the most memorable video game themes ever made. Okay, 10 points there to Sophie, and I go to Ashish. Ashish, X is a condition occurring in babies that is characterized by multiple symmetric circular skin creases or bands on the forearms, lower legs, and often the neck that are present at birth. Associated abnormalities vary and may include facial dysformism, cleft palate, genital anomalies, mild developmental delays, and other defects. What is this condition known as?
I have two thoughts. I think it's Michelin.
Yes,
Film Man wala?
that is correct. Michelin tire syndrome.
Yeah, I was confusing with Pillsbury Doughboy. So.
Michelin tire baby syndrome. Okay, 10 points there to Ashish. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first half of the quiz. Let's take a look at the score with 7.5 on K and Gauskar, 10 for Prodigal score, 3-1 Island. The telephone code for Island, Ashish, 10 points for Weird Flex. Sorry, 5 points for Weird Flex, but okay. 10 more for Golden Records on Voyager, 10 more for Michelin Tire Baby Syndrome. Ashish is on 52.5. Okay, 52.5. Chirayu is yet to start scoring. Nihal has 10 on Godwin's Law, Nazi, and Sophie has 10 on Nintendo and Super Mario Brothers theme.
आशीष भाई इज लाइक वो गोल्डबर्ग जो बार बार आ ही रहे रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी कितनी बार.
Okay, cool. Let's start the second half. The order now is Sophie, Nihal, Chirayu, Ashish. Let's begin with Sophie. Tambelek oak or Calvaria major is a long-lived tree in the family Sapotaceae endemic to Mauritius. It is valued for its timber. In 1973, it was thought that this species was dying out, this species of tree. Okay, there were supposedly only 13 specimens left, all estimated to be about 300 years old. Now, the true age could not be determined because Tambelek oak has no growth rings. It was widely believed that they became extinct because of their unique method of propagation. Now, not everyone agrees, but there is a hypothesis as to why this was happening. What is the widely believed reason for this tree's so-called extinction?
Does the tree commit suicide? Is that something like, can you only sort of propagate it after it's dead?
No, not the suicide. Going to Nihal.
ऐसा था क्या कि उनका इस पेड़ से फल उगना बंद हो गया हो?
नहीं. चिरायु?
पर मेट्रो बन रही थी ऐसा कुछ. Pass.
Okay, going to Ashish.
It's wild, whatever, random guessing I'm doing. So basically, it was dependent on a certain animal to propagate the seed, and then that animal or bird, whatever, went extinct. So the seed couldn't be spread. If you want a specific of the animal or bird, I can try and guess, but basically some fundamental.
Because I know you're doing the classic quizzer hack, which is like, should I be more specific or should I start with a generic one? And I'll be asked to make it more specific, and then I'll give the.
I wasn't doing that, but yes. Now, I sometimes do that. This is not that. I was generally.
Yeah. So, can you tell me the more specific thing that
animal or bird?
Yeah.
Mauritius, no?
Mauritius bird extinct.
I know only one, so I'm going to say dodo.
Yeah, so it is dodo. Of course, it's dodo.
Because that 300 years wala na, tabhi hua tha na.
Yeah. So apparently, dodos were responsible for the pollination of these trees, and since dodos got extinct, these trees are also getting extinct. That's one of the theories. Dodo was.
It's my second dodo.
Second dodo question.
Yeah. Okay, 10 points to Ashish. And now I'm coming back to Sophie. Snow Crash is a science fiction novel by the American writer Neil Stephenson, published in 1992. In the novel, people use digital avatars to explore the online world, often as a way of escaping a dystopian reality. Something in the novel has been creating a lot of buzz of late. Okay, what is the reason behind all this buzz? Like, why has this novel suddenly become important now?
Is it because I don't know if there's a theory that this sort of predicted the Facebook metaverse or something like that. Something to do with the Facebook metaverse. Should I be more
Yeah,
specific?
okay. I'll give it to you. I was only looking for someone to say metaverse. So this book has the first usage of the word metaverse ever. Like this is the first time
Okay.
the word metaverse, like the concept metaverse, term metaverse was mentioned for the first time, and that is when everyone is like, oh, okay, because if you can see, talks about online avatars and escaping reality, etc., etc. So metaverse, 10 points there to Sophie.
मैंने ये छोटे राइटिंग में लिखा था तो थोड़ा एक आध पॉइंट तो कुछ दो यार, 0 पे मत भेजो आप लोग मेरे को वापस.
नहीं. Okay, now to Nihal bhai. Metaverse is correct, 10 points to Sophie. Nihal, Shani Shignapur is a village in the Indian state of Maharashtra. The village has a temple which is believed to be an alive temple, meaning that a deity still resides in the temple icon. Villagers believe that god Shani punishes anyone attempting theft in the village. Because of this particular belief, an extraordinary thing is observed in the houses of the residents of this village. What?
एक तो ये है कि दरवाजा नहीं होता या दरवाजा खुला रहता है.
हाँ, I'll give it to you. मैं सिर्फ इतना ही देख रहा था.
दरवाजा.
10 points to Nihal. Basically, दरवाजे नहीं होते हैं, locks नहीं होते हैं. So, yeah, houses don't have door or lock. That's the amazing thing about Shani Chiknapur. And the concept is because it's believed that if you like commit theft, then Shani, God Shani will punish you. Okay, back to back 10 points to Sophie and Nihal now. Coming to Chirayu now. Okay, talking about a certain word. Okay, although the exact meaning of the word, this word is slightly different. It is often used interchangeably with the word terrified. Okay, so although the exact meaning technically is slightly different, but we usually just interchangeably use this word instead of terrified. The exact meaning may be associated to Medusa from the Greek mythology, who had the ability to render this, like the meaning, the other meaning, render this in the most literal sense. Now, what word are we talking about? And I've just thrown one extra hint there, is that the etymological roots, as in the root of the word, is also same as one of the modern 7 wonders of the world. That's just one extra throwaway hint, if it helps.
Is the word stoned?
Not stoned. Going to Ashish.
Bawa is the word. No, this is petrified.
Petrified. That is correct. Ashish.
I wrote the answer and then I'm like, why am I even bothered? Greek
I knew you would
mythology
get
going
it.
to Ashish.
That doesn't work,
100% you would get it.
Smritika. वो लिखने का
Petra
matter नहीं
लिखा
करता.
है, Medusa है.
Petra is one extra hint I had just thrown here. Petra, petrified, Medusa. 10 points to Ashish. Okay, Sophie, this will be your direct since Ashish got petrified. Ashish, Sophie, your direct. Describing his idea to BBC Radio 4, Welsh-born software engineer Josh Dash says, I'm a bit suspicious of mobile apps that demand your attention and send you push notifications to get more of your attention. I like the idea of doing the opposite of that. What about a game that deliberately doesn't want much of your attention? Okay. What is Josh known for that he initially created for himself and his partner to play and eventually made it public in October 2021?
Oh, like so recent.
Oh.
And the last name is a blank because it's the game name, I'm assuming.
It's a massive hint. Yeah.
Okay. October 2021 is like
14 ways ago. 18 lifetimes ago. Nobody remembers.
Okay, I'm gonna guess. Is it Wordle?
It is Wordle. 10 points there to Sophie.
Whoa.
Josh.
Is this
Josh,
his? Oh, I didn't know. I thought Wordle is because word.
Wardle.
His name is Josh, Wardle. Wardle.
Okay.
It's Wordle. So Sophie gets.
बहुत ही हरामी game. बहुत addictive.
I haven't played.
बहुत ज़्यादा addictive.
It's like morning ritual type है. सुबह एक बार ये करके फिर.
मैं तो 12 बजे. Like as soon as the clock switches, 12 बजे.
Okay, we now come to Nihal. Nihal, a Nobel Prize winning physicist, was portrayed by Daniel Craig in the series Copenhagen, which revolved partly around his role in the German atomic bomb during the Second World War. There is an urban myth that on the physicist's gravestone, these words are written. He lies here somewhere. Okay. Who is he? Who are we talking about?
Prize winning physicist. Copenhagen. Pass.
Okay, Nihal passes. We go to Chirayu.
Is it Oppenheimer?
Not Oppenheimer. Going to Ashish.
Should be Heisenberg.
It is Heisenberg. He lies here somewhere. So
Uncertainty.
So uncertain principle. You never know exactly kahan pe, which is Werner Heisenberg. Okay, 10 points there to Ashish. And we come to Sophie now. Okay, the Japanese version of the cartoon character Bob the Builder is edited to have 5 fingers on his hands instead of 4. Supposedly to ensure that people don't draw any parallels between Bob and a specific group of people who chopped their little finger as a sign of loyalty. Now, these people did that because in ancient times, someone who was missing part of a finger would not be able to use their sword as freely and thus would depend on the superior for protection. Which group of people are we talking about?
What a cool question. I did not know this funda at all. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Such a cool funda.
Samurais?
Not samurais. Going to Nihal.
Ninja?
Not ninja. Going to Chirayu.
Then लोग की तरफ जाते हैं. Yakuza.
Yakuza. That is correct. 10 points
Yes.
there to Chirayu. Talking about Yakuza. Yakuza or like closest like gangster mafia of Japan. Chirayu gets Yakuza. Beautiful. With that, we come to the last question of the quiz.
Oh.
And just like every quarterfinal, we still don't know who the 2 semi-finalists from this quarterfinal would be. And it has also gone to the last.
Oh yeah, it's actually very interesting.
Ashish, I think you can chill.
आप भी points table रख रहे हो क्या आशीष?
Ashish, you're direct. Okay, we're talking about a terrestrial feature. It is the only terrestrial feature to give its name to a constellation, Mensa. Okay, the constellation is seen in the southern hemisphere below Orion around midnight in mid-July. Now we are focusing on the terrestrial feature, which is on Earth. Terrestrial feature is featured on the city's flag and logo as well. Hoirikwago, or mountain in the sea, is the original name given to this by the indigenous Khoisan people. And to help you all, I've also given you a photo of the terrestrial feature that we are talking about. Look at the visual carefully. Look at the hills.
This is mine?
Yes, Ashish.
Oh, I mean, there's a bunch of features there. That's why.
So
mountain in the sea.
KV, this is the city's flag, not the national flag.
City's flag, not the national.
Okay.
I only know one big thing in this area that looks like this. Is it Ayers Rock?
Not Ayers Rock. Going to Smritika.
So basically you want to know what is this? Are you looking for the name of this mountain? Is that what you're looking for? Is it the tabletop? South Africa? You want me to improve my answer?
No, I don't want you to improve your answer. Okay, cool. It's Table Mountain, not tabletop. Table
Mountain. Oh,
tabletop,
tabletop, I didn't. Yeah, no.
Every time I go to Punchkani, they're like tabletop dikhate hain. I'm like,
no. I meant the Table Mountain in South
Table
Africa.
Mountain. Table Mountain is correct. Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa.
Yeah, geography.
No. Of course, geography. Kill. Ayers Rock अंदर है. It's not near the sea. That's why I was confused.
और वो cricket stadium है वहाँ तो that's why I posted that photo also like in case it helped like
cricket तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी होता है.
नहीं as in Cape Town table.
Oh, अच्छा हाँ correct. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
लोग ऐसे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं जैसे किसी को एड्रेस समझा रहे हैं.
अरे वो एक पान वाला आएगा उसके पीछे टेबल टॉप माउंटेन है.
Table Mountain. Sophie gets 10 points. We are talking about Table Mountain. Okay.
Table Mountain. Tabletop.
Okay, let's take a look at the score. Ashish had 52.5 in the first half. Then he got Heisenberg, got Petrified, and he got Dodos were responsible for pollination. So Ashish ends on 82.5.
I think we got petrified.
Chirayu got Yakuza, 10 points in the second half. Chirayu ends on 10 points.
Yes.
Nihal had 10. It was a very neck-to-neck race between Nihal and Sophie.
neck to neck नहीं था.
And except like last two answers mein ho gaya, but till question number 15, it was the same score, 20. So Nihal had 10 in the first half, and he got doors and locks funda from Shani Chiknapur. So 20 for Nihal. Sophie also had 10, and both she and Nihal were on 20 till Metaverse and Shani Chiknapur. But I think the last two answers, Wordle and Table Mountain, and sorry, Metaverse as well. So 30 in the second half total. Sophie ends on 40 points.
Yay.
Means the winner of quarterfinal 8 and the highest top score in this edition so far is Ashish with 82.5. And the runner-up and also qualifying for semis is Smritika Panigrahi. And that shout out to Nihal bhai for always saying yes and being a part of QVizzing with the Comedians. Thank you so much. Thank you first of all to Nihal bhai, Chirayu bhai, and we'll see you in the semis, Shax and Sophie. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, audience.
Bye.
Bye-bye.